Hello everybody, Ghostblade1062 here with another locomotive review. Today we will be reviewing a locomotive from Roco, this being the Class 193 Vectron in the German Federal Railroad livery. Alright, taking a look at the box, we have a very plain box with the Roco logo on the front. And we have some information about the locomotive on the left side of the box. Here we have the product ID, this being 73985. We have the barcode for the locomotive. We have a rough sketch of the locomotive. And we have its road number, this being 193-307-6. Opening up the lid, we see that there is a good bit of paperwork with this locomotive. This includes an exploded diagram, and then we have this foam sheet protecting the locomotive. And the locomotive is sitting in a nice solid styrofoam cradle and is wrapped in thin plastic for extra protection. We also have a small bag of separately fitted parts. This includes various detail parts, such as plows, brake hoses, and windshield wipers. And now for the locomotive itself. It fits quite snugly into the box. Taking a look at the side of the locomotive, we have separately fitted handrails for the doors, separately fitted steps. We have our numerous warning signs. We see that the Siemens logo, which is the manufacturer of the prototype. We see the logo of the German Federal Railway. And here we have the road number again. And of course, numerous other warnings along the side. We have an air tank underneath. We have nicely detailed trucks on the locomotive as well. Looking at the end of the locomotive, we have numerous holes here in the front for some of the separately fitted parts, such as the windshield wipers. And we have that on the other side as well. Flipping the locomotive over, we get a brief view underneath to see that we have 2 brass flywheels. But aside from that, there's not much underside detail. And now, taking a look at the top of the locomotive, we have what is often referred to as the rooftop garden. Here we have visibility of a number of wires and capacitors. And this locomotive has a 4 pantograph setup, which depicts that it is used for cross-border operations. Right here we also have our separately applied horns, and we have etched grills. Now, to check to see if the locomotive's axles are engaged as per the NMRA standard, and all 4 axles are engaged, though this last one is a little bit tight. This locomotive works off of the NEM coupler height standard that is commonly used in Europe. And now, we will bring it over to the track for a function test. Alright, now that we have the locomotive on the track, we'll start with going over the functions. Starting with F0 being the lights, and this locomotive has directional lighting for front and rear lights, changing color based on direction. Function 1 is driving noises. Function 2 is the high horn. Function 3 is the low horn. And this pantograph isn't wanting to stay down. Function 4 is the compressor. Function 5 is coupler sounds. Function 6 is shunting gear and lights. This changes the lighting to be the headlights on both sides. Function 7 is the high beams, which can be turned on, toggled on and off. Function 8 is cab lighting, suppression. For the function 9 is also cab lighting suppression for the other end of the locomotive. Function 10 and is also more lighting. this being for inside of the locomotive. Function 11 is axle squeal. Function 12 is a brief high horn. Function 13 is a brief low horn. Function 14 is a mute function. Function 15 is a conductor's whistle. Function 16 is passing train. Function 17 is door sounds. Function 18 is an error sound. Function 19 is a train impact. Function 20 is an emergency stop. Function 21 is the safety driving switch. Function 22 is brake noise. And then functions 23 and 24 are volume. Alright everybody, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this review, leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more model railroad content. Have a great day everybody!